Sounds good.
Now here we go. All right. Welcome to Conspireality.
Woo! Happy to be here, as always.
We just had a false start, so we're going to power through that, and we're going to keep on going. Okay, so we have a lot to cover today. We're going to start with Salt Lake City, baby. They're back. Thank God.
We needed these ladies.
We needed them. It gives me life watching them. Like, if my day started off bad, I'm just like, okay, we can do this.
Yeah. I have a few critiques, but it's so good.
It's so good. Okay, but let's start with some Bravo in the headlines. Then we'll go to Salt Lake City. Then we'll do OC, Snooze Fest. And then we'll do Miami.
If we can stay awake, we'll do OC. Yeah.
Which, unfortunately, Miami's good, but it's just not.
No.
It doesn't make the headlines. Like
no,
Salt Lake
not
City
as
is.
much.
Okay, so Bravo in the headlines. So you actually gave me this one. There is finally a spinoff to Summer House. Woo woo! And it's in the city. What in the city, we ask? Not Sex in the City.
Where'd they get that title idea?
In the city, Kyle Cook, Amanda, and Lindsay. I'm sure Paige was asked, but she is...
Probably politely declined.
I'm too big. Too big for it.
And then Andrea and Lexi
were
spotted filming. Something on Giggly Squad that Paige had said, now that she's like away from it and is kind of more openly talking about being part of reality TV, she just said, like, I wasn't evolving. And she felt really stuck. And she was kind of saying, like, producers weren't letting her.
Oh, interesting.
She didn't say it in as many words, but it was kind of like, well, you know, each summer they come to you and are kind of like, what's your storyline? And the stuff I wanted to do wasn't...
Oh, they couldn't air it?
Like, it was almost like they were like, maybe not that direction. Oh. So that's where she's like, I couldn't evolve on that show.
Well, clearly they wanted her to be, are you dating someone or not?
Yeah.
Are you getting married to Craig or not?
Yeah.
And Paige obviously is more than that.
Right.
She's like a businesswoman.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you can't even talk about your pajama line that you're starting. Like, that was a huge part of her life.
Right.
You couldn't talk about Hannah?
Not a mention,
Not a mention.
So, not shocked she said no thanks.
Yes, the other thing, Bravo in the headlines, it's Wife Swap edition, Housewives edition, which this is going to be amazing because we were just talking about this, but it's not swapping with the Housewives.
Right.
It's not Emily going to, Melissa Gorga's house.
Which is what I thought.
It's nobody's. And Emily, I think, goes to a
farm. How did we miss the casting call for that?
Jessica! Oh my God, can you imagine?
Hey, Melissa Gorga wanted to have another kid. She could have come and watched our babies. Clearly they need kids a little older to be like on camera, but imagine going and like having to hang out with Joe Gorga and watch her
that would be amazing.
Teen kids.
And I know Emily goes to a farm. I think there's a super religious family. Wendy's not going to do well in my mind at all. But I do think it's touching. Like these moms have moments where they kind of talk to the housewives about similar things that they're going through, and there's crying in it a lot.
Oh.
I know. I'm so excited for it. I think it's a pretty good cast too.
Decent. Yeah, the ones they picked. I wonder who was offered.
Yeah,
wonder who declined. I would always love to know who took it, who didn't. This could be a total false quote, but I believe it's from OG Wife Swap. Did you ever watch it?
Yeah.
I watched it back in the day.
It's so cringeworthy.
Yes, but there was one where, of course, they picked the most, ends of the spectrum to then mesh them together. And I remember this one woman was like, oh, there's no, tech allowed. And she took away the phone from one of the kids, and he just went, what am I supposed to do on my cell phone? I, still quote that to this day, and I believe it's from Wife Swap. It's this little boy, so mad his cell phone's being taken away. It was
a very innovative show.
Yeah, great concept.
I know.
I love that they're revamping it, and with people we know.
Housewives,
yeah.
I know. Totally. Any other Bravo in the headlines?
I mean, God, there's so many since we met.
Meredith's on tour.
Yes, she's coming. I think we
Meredith
need to go.
is on DJ tour. She's coming to Chicago, I think the day before Christmas.
It's late December.
It's the 20th.
So we gotta look. It's in Boys Town.
Okay.
It's at a gay bar called Hydrate.
I'm damn, is it this easy to become a DJ?
I think so.
Meredith is literally in her Lady Gaga outfit, dancing along to her songs. I'm how did this happen?
So we need to look at tickets.
I know.
We gotta figure
I know. All right, so let's move to Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
All right, so a few things. First of all, Angie's selling her house. Did you see that? We're just going to start on kind of a clunker. It's her like $3 million home, and you can like do a full tour.
You're saying like this just from it being posted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, did I miss that they talked about her selling her house? I was like, I don't remember that.
No, just side note on that. Angie's selling her house. You can do a tour of it. Yeah. You can literally walk through it yourself. You can see it. So if you're interested in any house stuff this week,
where she's moving to.
I don't know, and it seemed like she just moved into that one, so I'm wondering what happened there. But all right, so let's talk about the opening, the Blair Witch Project. It's really quite polarizing. Yeah, I think it was extremely unnecessary for a season that was already like gonna be on everyone's radar.
Yeah, it's doing too much with the everyone film the camcorder.
Yeah,
I loved the opener. Like, Angie driving up in an RV was all we needed.
All we needed.
That was amazing.
So if you remember, this production crew tried to put, like, a flourish on the opening of the season last year, too. They did, like, a gossip
voiceover of Heather.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they was going through all of the houses with, like, looking at the ladies while they, like, looked in the mirror.
Oh, God.
I think it's unnecessary. I don't know. If somebody out there likes it, you need to, like, DM us and be like, I loved it, and tell me the reasons why, because I just don't think this franchise needs flourishes on top of what they already are doing.
And I do not know which is which, but I do feel like Salt Lake, when I learned that it's different production companies that do the different housewives, I'm sure there's some overlap, but I really feel like Salt Lake might be the one and only of that production. Doesn't it have a totally different feel to it?
Yes, and I think they're always trying to like show that.
Yeah,
you know? It's different. All right, so let's start with this RV trip. So this is why Angie's a good reality TV star, because they thought they were going luxury, and then she puts them on an RV. Yeah. Which, for a group of women that's already like decently explosive, that RV stress just puts a little extra fuel on that fire.
I'm jumping ahead, but when they cut to like them waking up that morning, did Meredith seriously sleep on that recline chair?
I know.
It was tight quarters.
No. And then the camera person's like in her face, like over her face. Yeah. It was crazy. And needless to say, they are all like 3 shots deep, like 15 minutes into the thing. Because they're like, what are we going to do on this?
Love it. There was a part, I believe it was when Britani and Whitney were going at each other. Angie took a swig out of the bottle. I don't know if you saw the tequila. She was just like, I was like, I love that. I love Angie. Like,
she's good TV for sure. All right, so let's talk about the person who wasn't there, Lisa.
Yeah, the elephant in the room.
Yeah, so first of all, Lisa, clearly this season is unhinged. You know, like in the game of Jenga when you're like pushing out the pieces and it's okay, and then you get into later rounds and it's like, it's not okay anymore.
It's not okay.
We are not okay. The tower is wobbling for Lisa.
Yeah.
She's crying on like the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
So I read a rumor online, by the way, I want to hear your thoughts on this, that like production was actually punishing her because her contract wasn't signed. And that's why she couldn't go on the RV.
Really?
And this idea about like Blake Lively and like Ben Affleck, which seemed totally like made up.
Yes.
Or just like name dropping for name dropping's sake. Like it seemed like that was a fake.
Okay. She was trying to hold out like, I am the star.
So I deserve X amount of money.
I'm not signing.
And basically they're like, we're filming and like, but the other contrary theory to that is that she actually was filming with them and they just edited her out of the episode. Like, meaning like there was a few scenes that she was actually part of. Yeah. But then episode
but
1
not the RV.
Right.
Like, I was like, there's no way she was on the RV trip and edited it out. Okay. Yeah, there's always weird stuff like that. But like Lisa, the it's a Blake and Ben and like I can't say anymore. Like, does she pick the biggest? That'd be like being like, it's like with Taylor and I can't say anymore. Knowing that Taylor Swift will never comment that's like not true. Like, but if you do someone like a little
unless
lower,
it's a Wendy's commercial, you're not doing projects with them. You're not. I'm sorry, you're not.
You're not. No. She thinks she's so big time, and that's where she does irk me so much.
Well, that's clearly her thing. Is like, my life is different than yours. I have lawsuits. You don't.
Yeah.
And Heather kind of called that out.
The top. Yeah.
I thought that was a good line, though.
It was. You don't sue the bottom, bitch. Yeah. I believe.
That's a line.
Let's incorporate that.
Yeah, right.
If anyone comes for us.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Whitney, introduction to Whitney and where she's been.
Oh.
So red hair, Also, just a sign of...
I thought you were going to talk about her business and you're just like, red hair.
Well, I think the red hair... So when a woman changes her hair that drastically, it is indicative of some larger issue going on. That is like the lore behind it, right? Mm-hmm. That red hair is... She looks trashy as hell with that red hair.
It's not even a good shade of red.
I totally agree.
Who did she go to?
It's Bottle.
Yeah.
It's Bottle, but...
Well, that track, she's really struggling. She has no money to go get it done.
I mean, okay, let's talk about the business.
Yeah.
So, the business that failed, it's clearly her skincare line.
Yes.
She tried to rebrand it.
Also the jewelry? Did they, combine
that
the jewelry?
That seems to be doing okay. I've done a little research on this. The rebrand of Whitney Rose skincare to Iris and Beau. Remember when she was talking about that? It's like, why the fuck are you doing that?
She probably had a launch party that I forgot about.
Yes, truly. And it's like, your name is Whitney Rose, you're on TV, use Whitney Rose.
Yeah.
It didn't even
Iris
seem smart.
And Beau? Yeah.
So the gossip is that basically Iris and Beau was an MLM scheme. People reported being trained in conventions and upselling, and you didn't get hired, you joined, which is all like MLM.
Had to buy X amount of products before, and then bring people in. Okay.
The other thing is that Justin used to work for Life Vantage. Remember, he got fired because they did that sex scene, basically. Yeah. So Life Vantage is an MLM. And then it also got acquired by something called Soul People, her skincare line, which is also an MLM. So it's not like out of this world to suggest that she was running more of an MLM. I don't know.
I like that business model.
Yes, right. I don't know why that tanked it. There's plenty of successful MLMs out there who make a lot of money, but that was what the gossip is. It's basically people accused her of that, and then the business tanked.
Okay. Ooh.
So I thought that was pretty interesting. But it sounds like they have literally not a drop in savings, which I've heard the rumors he's divorcing her.
That's what I keep seeing, that he's allegedly going to blindside her. I'm like, how blindsided if it's out there in the public? Right. Does he did get a new, full-time job, right? Or is the thought that he, went to this business and started being, an employee of it?
No, I thought he got something, too.
So let's hope, at least they got their housewives paycheck, and if Justin has the steady job.
The thing that pissed me off the most, one of the comments that Whitney made, was when she said, I wish I could just go back to stay-at-home mom, but now I have to work because I actually have to make money because now my family's in dire straits.
Yeah.
That pissed me off, Jessica, because it's a little bit like, how dare you spend all of your family's money?
Yeah.
You've talked about for 2 seasons of how good of a businesswoman you are.
Okay.
And then it fails, and now you openly admit that you wish you could stay at home.
Yeah. Maybe you shouldn't have just bothered with all that.
I know. Maybe you shouldn't have tanked your family first.
Yeah. Oh my God.
All right, let's move on to Britani. She's very polarizing right now. Britani is people are like, why is she back? It's a little bit like Katie Janela. It's giving vibes of is this just for the show that Britney's back?
And is it a total production plant? Because they just have an earpiece and they're like, Britney, say something about Whitney's business. and Heather says it once or twice where when they're camping or at the campsite and Britney will just go, and then this, and Heather's like, is she part of the same conversation? She literally is so random. I go back and forth. Is she that strategic and whatever that she knows she needs to be wacky to be part of this? Or is she that dumb and oblivious? I don't know. I can't tell.
I totally agree. It's I think she sits there and mulls on what was said to her.
And Convo has moved so far down, and she's
buffering.
Still mad. Okay, so she's dumb and oblivious. We're going with option 2.
But I also I do think there's one thing that's happening with her, which is really annoying, is I think I would call her quite campy. The ting, ting, ting.
Yes.
Now she knows that read well with viewers because it was so insane that she did that stuff. And now she's
now the camcorder. She's like, I'm known as the video girl.
Yes.
I was like,
now
what?
She's performing in it. And that part I cannot.
Yeah.
The other thing that I've heard on Rumorville online was that her and Jared's engagement was for the show, so she could have something to talk about.
And it was 2 weeks long.
Yeah, right.
The engagement.
Jessica, you would appreciate this too. People were also joking. Was his ring from Jared's?
Oh.
It's like
got it from Jared.
Did Jared get his engagement ring from Jared?
Oh, God.
I mean, they're just a piece of work.
Yeah.
And then cut to the Amy social party where the guys are just standing in that one odd room, like, questioning Jared, like, if he's in love with Brittany.
That's where this production is like chef's kiss. The women are going at it about lawsuits, and they literally cut to a quiet room, like a cigar room, and just like Seth being like, so do you love her? You in love with her? And the guys are oblivious to what the wives are like,
and he's like,
shouting about.
He didn't even say anything salacious. He's like, I do love her.
Yeah, they literally just wanted to show the two convos like happening.
Seth is like, could be a housewife at this point.
Yes.
I think he should be peering over Meredith's shoulder in like the opening credits, like just like
is he tall enough to peer over?
And me, because he just like says stuff that he knows is going to be like a little bit of, you know, help for Meredith. Yes. Who sits there silently.
Yeah, but I mean, we have to talk about what is talked about when Lisa's not there. These lawsuits.
Yeah.
Again, I'm a little confused. I need a ChatGPT summary of them.
So
Lauren, I bet has them for me.
So cue ChatGPT.
Okay.
She helped me a lot on this one.
Yes.
So, all right. So it's the summation is she basically loaned money out and then she hasn't repaid it, right? Like that's the basic thing. They have been dismissed, but they've been dismissed with this weird little thing that's called without prejudice. What that means is that the person can come back and bring it to court.
Okay.
So if you dismiss with prejudice, I think, then that means it's dismissed, baby girl.
Never
you're done.
Bring this back.
There's not enough info here. We don't need to talk about this anymore. That's like when the judge is like, get out of my courtroom.
Yeah.
With prejudice means, if this doesn't work out in the way that we've all kind of talked about, you have full right to come back into court.
Okay.
So her lawsuits were dismissed with prejudice, which means that the person can bring it back.
Yeah.
So my take on this, and by the way, you can just get a lawsuit dismissed if there's a settlement going on outside of it.
Okay.
So my take on it is this. Lisa did not have a payment plan with these people. She was using the credit card that was opened in that dude's name for her personal...
we need to talk about that further.
Yes,
but yep.
For her personal stuff, her on-show outfit.
Lifestyle.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want the money back. And then it got dismissed because Lisa had to admit to her husband that she took that credit card, and now they're on a payment plan to pay it back.
Okay.
And so that dude was probably like... This is my assumption, so I'll allege, but that dude was like, okay, there's a payment plan in place, I'm good. I don't need to take this to court. I know that there's legal fees involved.
That's going to be so
That's
expensive
all I
for
wanted,
me.
I just wanted a payment plan.
Okay, so is that your understanding that this whole Amex is from a guy that was like going to be part of the business and said you can use this for business expenses, and then Lisa just started racking up, like Angie claimed, your lips and your...
Because I think that Lisa and her husband, John, at the end of the day, their core marketing plan is to be on this show. So I think Lisa would have spun it as like, I need to be...
It's a business expense.
Yes. I need to be looking a certain way to be on this show. So therefore, I need my wardrobe, my lips, my hair, my everything.
Okay.
And then she did get some success in the first season. So if I was the investor, I would say, you do what you need to do. That was a great first season.
You're promoting Vita's Tequila.
You're a fan favorite. And then it went out of control. Because I remember one time she was coming in with John and she had all these outfits and it was like, here's Balenciaga, here's Dolce, here's Gucci. And she laid out like 5 outfits for like some odd, weird thing they were all going to. Yeah. But it would be like $40,000 in like outfit right there.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me they were just buying that on their own. I mean, Jessica, even if I was a millionaire, if I brought home that match in outfits, my husband would be like, do we really need all this?
What's happening here? Yeah.
With these outfits.
Or that guy watched the episode and was like, oh, that tracks to the Dolce bill, those were all on the Amex this month.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Because that makes so much more sense, because in my head I was like, I really don't feel like Lisa's having an affair and has like some sugar daddy that she's using an Amex for. That makes so much more sense that it started as a business thing and she took advantage of that.
Right. Or she got it warped in her mind because they, like, think about it, they had that Vita party last year where that huge Vita light thing was behind them. I forget where they were. Like,
was that when they were in Mexico?
Mexico, thank you. And so to me, it's not hard to get twisted that if I'm the face of the brand and I'm on a TV show, everybody should contribute to me looking the best possible on that TV show at the Vita parties.
And Lisa's one of the most self-centered people,
right.
So she of course thinks that's relevant.
Yes. Anyway, I mean, I can't believe all of this because, and it's so funny that Lisa's trying to, let's just jump to it, like Lisa and Bronwyn, the big showdown.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, Bronwyn ate
Lisa up. I was like, she was ready for everything.
Jessica, I was drinking coffee and I was like trying to keep it in my mouth. I was like, damn, girl. Like, what was it? Gout dick sucker? First of all, that will be on a t-shirt. We should make merch off of that quite quickly.
Yeah.
There was a line that Bronwyn had that was like, well, you should really focus, like, I don't know.
Lisa's like, you should really go back to school and, like, figure out your schooling because you're not a lawyer. And then Bronwyn right away is like, well, you should get to work to pay off that Amex bill. I was like she was ready. I was like, girl, do it. Just do it. The women weren't even participating. They couldn't keep up with the back and forth. It was just like, everybody was like watching it like a tennis match. Yeah. Oh my God.
That was amazing.
I was like, and that is why Bronwyn is going to be one of like the top tier housewives.
100%. Now let's talk about
rumors swirling about her too. We love like what's going on with that.
So let's talk about some of those rumors quickly. So first of all, she gave back the necklace and she made that. That was shocking.
Admitted she lied.
Shocking. But Angie, I don't know if you saw.
Watch What Happens Live.
He was very complimentary of her.
Just said, I love when you can admit. That is true. A lot of housewives would just keep doubling down. It was a bit refreshing that she just went, I lied. I was trying to be cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm,
and I think she saw no other way out.
Well, the real thing is that it just nips it.
Yeah.
No one can sit there and push it further. Because everyone's like, okay.
It's just like when you start with an apology.
Right.
At a reunion, like Kristen. You're like,
my husband.
I guess I can't be that mad.
Okay. The other thing about Bronwyn that I have just discovered via ChatGPT, again, she's great.
It's a girl.
Did you know that Bronwyn, not ChatGPT, has an ex-husband?
Yeah, that's been stalking.
Jessica, we have to unpack this because this is like so important to me and I don't know why people aren't picking this up. Bronwyn's story has always been, I was saved by Todd. Mm-hmm. I had this child and I was super young and Todd plucked me out of poverty and took me under his wing and provided this life. No.
There was some guy in between.
She was married.
Yeah.
And he seems very nice and very stable.
Okay, I have not looked into him at all. But he's got words.
He's got words.
She's always been a social climber.
Yes. Uh-huh.
What else?
She was a social climber. She was obviously going to seek fame no matter what it took. It wasn't actually even that malicious. I listened to him talk. He was like doing a very like, I'm sitting in front of the camera and I'm just going to like say what I think. And it wasn't that malicious, but I was just so shocked that he existed.
Yeah, I agree.
And they were like old time, I think it was high school sweethearts or something. Like,
but then where did the college guy come in?
That's what I'm saying. Or they were college pals or something.
I was like, the timeline's off here because...
The timeline is off and
she got pregnant while at BYU.
Sure. And then I think this guy came shortly after.
And that guy passed away.
And I'm sure...
Did he pass away like right before the daughter was born? Right? That was the whole thing that the parents didn't know. Okay, yeah.
But then I'm sure she got married again. And I'm sure there was somewhat of a wedding.
Yeah.
I mean, this just blows it wide open for me on Bronwyn.
It better be discussed at this reunion since it's coming out now. So we gotta hear about that.
Okay, the last thing, I mean, Heather's kind of got her same old storyline, which is like Mormonism. I don't know how to say it succinctly, so I'm just saying it like that. Mormonism.
Heather, I made a really great comparison, at least in my mind. Heather is to Salt Lake City as Julia is to Miami.
Oh, really?
Got in with the cool girl,
yes,
Angie, and will do freaking whatever to stay on that side.
Yeah.
Heather running to Angie. I always say Angie and Lisa mixing up. Running to Lisa at that lunch and telling her play by play, and was like, Meredith didn't really stick up for you. Oh, Angie really piled on. Like, but I am your one true friend. I was like, Heather, you're so desperate.
Also, can I just say some things about Heather? So, Molly Sorensen.
Oh my God. I just wanted to go past that.
It kind of freaked me out. I couldn't go into the bathroom alone.
I did Google it.
I Googled it too, so it was real.
It's a real urban legend.
Okay. I found an obituary.
Oh.
And Molly Sorensen was it was a grandma. And she took her family out for a picnic. She had 12 kids. She was very Mormon. Yeah. And a tree cracked and fell on her. Fell on her and her granddaughter, who was also named Molly. Okay. Also injured a bunch of people at the party. But this happened in 2000, and Heather went to college in 1993-94, based off her age. Oh, yeah. So this is my summation on this. Yeah. So there was a real Molly Sorensen. Okay. It was not some girl that got fundamentalist Mormon that's there to haunt. Right. It was actually a real person. I mean, this is alleged. I found this on Reddit. Let's just be real clear. I found this on Reddit. This may be wrong, but somebody on Reddit posted a link to this, and it was a grandma who got hit by a tree, freak accident, and her granddaughter named Molly. That's also even weird. And it happened after Heather went to college. So, Jessica, this leads me to believe that Heather completely spun all of this in to make good TV in the canyon. Yeah. Like that this Molly Sorensen thing was not the way she spun it. It's not the
most uncommon name either. Could there have been a different Molly?
But then also Andy's like using like a weird ghost of Molly Sorensen on Watch What Happens Live to like ask shady questions. Yeah. So I'm just like, this seems all very concocted.
When I was saying, this is my critique. I don't love some of that where, like we were saying, this season doesn't need it. No. Get rid of this stupid, overproduced. Right. Get rid of the Molly Sorensen. Get rid of, the Blair Witch filming.
We don't need it.
No.
We just need more time with, like, everything else. You know what I mean?
I need timelines on their lives now with what's coming out about Bronwyn.
I know. Anyway.
Do you think that Utah socialite is going to be friend of? That was such a weird, are you going to Amy Steele's party? And then, like, photo of them, they're super rich, show the house.
I thought so, but boo-boo, Amy did not get a good job of getting herself in the mix.
Amy also looked over judgingly during the fight, so I don't know.
When they were talking about dick sucking. I think she was
like, not at my party. Yes. Which, was that like a daytime party? I was very confused.
On a Saturday. It all felt very for the show. Here's my take is what happened. I think Amy's got some sort of PR person who gets her invited to things, and I think they floated out this idea that the housewives could film at her party. I think not one of those housewives knew who that was. Yeah. And I think she walked up to each one of them and said, oh, hello, like, welcome to my house. And I think the key giveaway was, do you remember when Heather was talking to that older woman and she said, and the older woman goes, these are the OGs of Salt Lake. Yeah. And Heather goes, are any of them single? And the woman goes, let me put a thought to that. That woman was describing to Heather who was at this party. Yeah. In a way that was like, you don't
even know who's there. Yeah. No. Okay.
So that's my take. I mean, I think Amy's going to be the new Angie Harrington. Kind of like that.
The rich friend to the side.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Anything else?
No, but wow. A great start.
Oh, we didn't talk about Mary at all. Mary and Robert.
She's a full housewife now. Did you notice she is in the
opening?
Was she last season?
I think she was still friend out, but I mean, she's always
she was very involved, but she's like in the credits now.
I mean, Mary and Robert's storyline, I think, is really important for a lot of people, right? Yeah. To like hear that and see that. And, you know, I think Mary provides the one-liners and the campiness that Britani is like trying to do. Yes. I don't think you need both of them. Like,
yeah. Mary does it much more naturally.
Yes. Yeah. Interesting. I mean, we have yet to see what the fallout between her and Angie is, which I'm already sad about that.
I am too. But did I send you the article that Robert Jr. was just arrested?
Oh, no.
In early September, like really recent. I read it was a People magazine article, so that is quite credible.
You don't have to say alleged with that. You
can just say it said that he was arrested for trespassing, and it said on his father-in-law's house, so he's still married, like I'm sure, just legally to that girl. And he was trying to climb through a doggy door and get into the house. And then he slightly resisted arrest when the cops came. So there's that charge of resisting arrest, which always elevates things. But then it said he complied and was arrested. But kind of, I mean, assuming he was on something doing all that.
It seems like he's
definitely relapsed. I mean, he said he relapsed on the show. Like that.
If you follow him on Instagram too, I don't know if you follow him, but He's posting...
I've looked before, and it's shocking that it's a public account.
Yes.
Yeah.
He should shut that down.
Yeah.
It's also... he posts stuff... All I can say is, like, we don't know. But he posts stuff very similar to what Justin Bieber is posting right now, who I also think is having a problem go on.
Yeah.
And it's nonsensical, and it seems very chaotic. And anyway...
it's like stream of consciousness.
Yes.
And you're like, what's going on?
Yes. So I think he's having problems, but at this point, I think Mary is probably, people can relate to what she's saying, which is like, no one can save you. You can only save yourself.
Yeah.
So, she can't make the decisions for him anymore.
Well, I just related just being like new moms when she's like, I was a helicopter mom, and I think that made him not tell me stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, it just made me be like, oh my God, you can't win.
Right.
Or you're so removed, you have no idea what your kids are doing, and they get into bad stuff. It just like actually made me like terrified for like parenting in the older years.
Right.
But anyway, so we really want him to get better.
We're rooting for them, but it's a storyline that I think is like important that they stay with, because it doesn't seem like it's going to be a hero's, storyline.
It's real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's move to Real Housewives of OC. All right. So one quick headline for you: Matt of Katie and Matt had a pulmonary embolism.
Wait, what?
Yes, I just saw this. So for those that don't know what pulmonary embolism is
I have an idea.
I'm like reading the word so closely.
Pulmonary,
in hopes that I don't say
lungs.
It was a blood clot that moved from his leg into his lungs.
To your lung, yeah.
And it was due to him on a plane. Well, they think it was this.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently on planes, Matt gets on planes and he just immediately puts up his hood and he falls asleep on planes. And Katie...
You have to get up and walk around.
Yes, and Katie has always said, you need to drink water, you need to walk around.
Yeah.
And he did not do that, and apparently it happened after a long plane flight from Beverly Hills to like,
Hawaii.
Yeah, something, or like, it was one of their golf things that they were doing.
Okay.
So I'm like, dang, that dude feels really fit to me. Like, that's scary.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why if you, you went to, Spain when you were pregnant. That's why your doctor's like, you have to get up and move around, because I think blood clots are even, more common when pregnant. You have to get the blood flowing. But that reminds me, I was one time on a flight. The longest flight I've ever taken was 12 and a half hours. I took an aisle seat because I knew, I was like, I gotta pee a lot. I want to be able to walk the aisle, all that. The girl at the window didn't get up once. Once. 12 and a half hours.
Yeah.
She definitely popped something because she was just out. But that girl is going to get a pulmonary.
I mean, it's just a good reminder.
Yeah.
That girl should watch this. Watch this season.
But he's okay.
He's okay, but it was scary. He had to go to the hospital to stay overnight.
Oh my God, yeah.
All of it.
I had not seen that. Okay.
So, on a little lighter note, Tamra is now threatening to quit because of Gretchen and her boy band comment.
That's a lighter note.
She's given producers an ultimatum. It's either me or her.
Did you see who people have surmised the boy bander is?
Who?
A guy from 98 Degrees. So not Nick Lachey, everyone knows him. It's one of the other guys that I literally don't even remember his name.
None of their names.
That's who they're claiming it was.
That's so funny. So, Katie is no longer to be found.
Yeah, now she's disappeared for a bit.
And
but she films Reunion.
Yes.
We hear that.
Clearly. And she's filming the after show.
Yes. And she's going to BravoCon, she said.
I mean, there's a lot of people that like her.
Yeah.
They want her back. I'll say this. The show is back to its very boring storylines without her. I mean, it's just it's worth just breezing through this because, I mean, at this point, it is literally the same thing we've been talking about for the last 7 years.
Right.
10 years.
Yeah.
25 years.
I think the only, I mean, how long has the show been on? I think the only fun or stuff to talk about was I cracked up at the combination of Heather, Gretchen, and Emily.
What was that split?
And did you notice it said that sometimes I do think that Heather hosting something, these people are just making up a total to be this is what it's going to cost. To have the sleepover consultant was $14,000 to set up beds in her living room and put candy in jars. Yeah,
I know. I'm can I please work for Heather Dubrow?
Yeah, I have a high hourly rate for you, Heather. So
for those that didn't watch, the breakout was so weird. Just going back to that for 1 second, it was Gretchen, Heather, and Emily, and then on the Temecula,
because it was Tamra's apology tour.
Tamra, Gina, Jen, and Shannon.
Yeah.
And I don't know why was it ever described of why they do that? Because they've done this before where they split really oddly. Yeah.
They were just using the reasoning that Tamra needed to get the other three because she had to like make amends with them. So that she was, granted, she's not good with Gretchen, but that she's obviously fine with Heather, and I don't think Emily and Tamra have had any issues.
It's just so weird. So Temecula is all about Shannon and Tamra, and Shannon's drinking. Mm-hmm. And they do, like, the most boring things in the world, like wear swimsuit shirts and have floor swim caps.
What is with synchro swimming? I was taken back to New York and Puerto Rico doing their synchro. I mean, what is with that? It's so random.
And then Heather's sleepover, there's a little bit more to discuss, I guess.
The juicy story.
One being that paparazzi on the street. What was your take on that? So
also staged.
Heather walks up. A paparazzi like calls Heather out of walking down the street and goes, "You didn't call the paparazzi on your Disney trip." You thought that was staged?
Yes. You cannot tell me that organically happened.
Okay.
Heather knew where they were going to dinner. She knew what time they'd be walking.
I just felt like that woman was super earnest. Like, I felt like she was, like, very, I must say, you know.
Or she really wanted to be filmed, and she just knew what to say and was, like, up on, like, if you watched The Housewives and knew that was, like, a funny thing that had been a topic, and you just freaking made it up.
The weird part is like, we didn't ever see a paparazzi photo of them, so that woman didn't take their photo. You know, like, you know how they sell them for money?
She's like, that one won't get me anything.
That will only get me, like, next week's, like, you know, takeout. So I don't need them. Gretchen is a weirdo at the sleepover. Like, clearly gets drunk and, like, is just, like, so cutesy and cringeworthy. Like, yeah. I'm like, I don't need to see this part of Gretchen again.
It did make me laugh. Emily was like, you know how she calls her Gretchers?
Yeah.
She always says Gretchers. She's like, I just love, like, Gretchers when she lets her hair down, but by the end of the night, she's like, shut up. She's like, talking. Never mind, I don't like throwing Gretchers.
The only interesting thing, well, the two interesting things. One is that Gretchen pays for everything with her and Slade after 18 years.
Ooh, that was weird.
What was your take of why that's happening? Because he's got such debt that everything's got to be with her?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean why he can't, like, contribute.
To, like, the groceries.
Yeah. I mean, he's in it for the long haul, but he's a mooch.
But, and it's like, it's so weird. It's like, if he's the stay-at-home dad, like, say that. You know, like, if he was the one that was doing the childcare, Gretchen's out making all the money, like, say that. Yeah. She didn't even defend him. She just was like, no, I paid for it.
Right. But again, what was Gretchen doing to make enough money?
Yeah. She's not been on TV for 10 years.
That's where I'm like, where on earth are they even, not that they clearly are not living some huge, they're not like the Dubros, but right. I'm like, how are they even funding their house?
Right. He's clearly got debts too, so maybe she was trying to be like, oh, he doesn't pay for anything because she didn't want anything to like come from it where somebody goes, you haven't paid me back, you know?
Oh, right. Because they're able to say his tax return is $0.
Right, because I think he's behind on child support still. So I think she was trying to be like careful with that.
This is horrible. Didn't that child die?
Oh.
That's the one that Tamra is talking about on her podcast, that a GoFundMe was set up for funeral expenses. That child had like a lot of health problems. Yeah. And then I think has passed away. But yeah, I mean, he had 1 million deaths and stuff, but obviously, I don't know where legality
I don't think
back
so.
Payments
right.
you still owe, even if the child
if you didn't take care of that
passed
kid for
away.
like 5 years,
right.
you still owe them out.
The mom was still paying that whole time. Yeah. Oh, but crazy.
And then we also hear of Tamra and sleeping with the boy band member.
Yeah.
And Gretchen drops that with Slade. Interesting thing, I found Tamra's studio take where she's singing.
Oh, you did?
I was going to send it to you, but it is bad.
Okay.
It's like, no, hey. It's like, I think that was better than what Tamra sent. And then she keeps saying into the mic, into the studio edit, like, I don't know why I sound so bad. And the guy's like, because you're nervous. And then she tries again, and she's like, I don't know why. It's just not
I must still be nervous.
She's like, let me take a sip of water. Like, she's trying everything in her power to, like, correct it.
Yeah.
So what she was in the studio for was not her own song. Yeah. It was for a no-hate campaign.
Yes.
So I tried to look up which singer was in that campaign, because I think that's how she met the boy band singer. I didn't do a good enough job.
But that's who I saw. Again, I didn't look into it at all any further, but I heard it was him.
Well, alleged.
Yes.
But anyway, you can find that recording pretty easily. Like, I didn't do any super deep dive. So Gretchen and Slade are right, where it's like they're the interesting with them is they kind of put it out there and then they want to backtrack from it because they just know the legal stuff with all this. And they were quickly like, you can find it out there. I mean, anyone can find it.
I know. No, that annoyed me so much. And, like, even Heather and Emily were like, backpedal, backpedal, backpedal. When she's like, I didn't say it. And they're like, we didn't make it up. Like, we didn't come up with that. You said it, Gretchen, and then just were like, never mind. No.
I mean, Gretchen and Slade have a problem with that because the other thing that's so weird is Watch What Happens Live. I'm sure you saw this where Andy was saying to Gretchen, like, but you said it in the car that you went to the hospital.
I didn't watch that Watch What Happens Live.
And she fully denies it. She's like, I just was overwhelmed and I misspoke.
Okay, so she's a liar. Yeah.
Right. Because
am I agreeing with Tamra?
Not me.
Not me.
Well, so then you're on Team Tamra. If there's an ultimatum going on.
I think I have to be because Gretchen is... I did not like that thing that just happened with the boy bander and totally retracting it. So I believe Katie Janela, putting it out there.
I do too.
Right?
I think the crime that Katie committed was telling the blogger.
Yes.
It was not that she said a lie.
She didn't make up the story.
Right.
Yeah. She repeated it.
And we know what's going to happen at the reunion. Tamra is getting her engines ready to go after Gretchen. And that's why she's buddy-buddy with Katie now. Yeah. Especially because she probably saw when Gretchen, or she probably remembers now when Gretchen said in the car, yes, I did go to the hospital. And they have footage, so. It's just like, it's such a binary thing, There's no, like, misremembering if you went to the hospital. Exactly.
One side thing. Shannon. Do you think her demeanor and, like, whole on-screen personality is kind of an act?
Like her fumbling.
Yes. She's driving me nuts with it.
My daughter has this book and there's a character called Mr. Frumble in it. And his whole thing is he always is losing his hat. Like, I think Shannon's personality is like Mr. Frumble.
But you think it's real or does she play into it? Like when she tripped in the wine, like in the vineyard, I was like, oh my God, you're always like falling over. And then someone was saying they did that stupid volleyball thing that Jen organized and someone was like, leave it to Shannon to be, like, eating shit all over the place.
I think she plays into it. Remember Vicky used to do that?
Yeah.
Where Vicky would kind of play.
Wow,
like, Vicky would be, like,
over.
pretending to throw up. That was Vicky's big thing. Like, let me pretend to throw up.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, oh, this is so funny. But you knew Vicky was putting it on.
It's eye roll for me.
I think there's moments of that, for sure.
And I think Shannon totally knows what she's doing in confessionals when she's trying to be, like, prim and proper, and she was like, spit or swallow.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, and it's like, oh, shut up, Shannon. You know exactly. Like, she knows it's going to be, like, a little soundbite or something. Right.
It's going to be clipped, right?
Yeah. Anyway,
Side note, I do think she looks quite good in her confessional.
She does. That gold, bronzy dress, yes.
Emily, on the other hand, with the boobs out shirt. Ooh. Nice. People are saying that they can see a nip on that, and the editors didn't get it.
Ooh, I did not notice.
Well, they quickly moved off of it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, speaking of confessional, we need to go back for 1 second to Lisa fucking Barlow's confessional. Her eye.
Oh, yeah. A different account commented on it going, am I losing my mind or is her one eye, like, way bigger than the other? And you had already sent it to me, and I was laughing. I was
something
like, it's
happened
way
with the makeup.
Off.
I think I've had that happen to me before, and I think what has happened, because I looked, the eyelashes are both on.
Darkening or something.
Like she must have touched her makeup, and then like it left a little smear, because the one eye looks like beauty eye, and the other eye looks like no makeup's on.
Yeah.
It is driving me nuts.
It's drastic.
I can't even watch it.
And actually, that reminds me of confessional. Did you notice Bronwyn's like pink, like gauzy thing in a few of the shots, there's a big thing where, like, the gauze is not wrapped over and, like, a chunk of her stomach. Not, like, she's skinny as hell. I just mean, like, her skin is showing. And I took a photo, I'll show you later. I like screenshotted it when it was happening. I just feel like that was like, producers could have been like, oh, do you want to readjust? Like, your thing is like, it's not meant to be happening.
Right.
And I just was like, I wonder if producers don't like her, that they didn't like go, oh, fix that.
Or they
didn't tell Lisa.
Yes.
It makes me then go, they don't like that housewife. Yeah. When they're like, yeah, we'll just keep filming you, and you like have a booger, and they're just like,
something in their teeth, and they're like, tell me more about that.
Yeah.
Also, it doesn't help that Lisa in that one confessional is wearing like child's hair. Which is like the braids. I'm like, and then she's got the eye. I'm like, this is not working. I can't even watch this.
Saying it.
Okay, speaking of hair, let's move to Miami.
Okay.
Because I want to start you right away on Julia's hair. First of all, her and Marisol are having a coffee date, and that it's like George Washington's wig hair.
It's that, or like we're going to an Oktoberfest this weekend, and I was thinking of like the beer girl, like.
Also, the hair on the cruise, the Virgin cruise, it's for a young girl's hair.
Bad.
The braids with the pony.
It's like I went on spring break and I got the beads in my hair. Yeah.
I'm too old for that now, and she's 50.
Yeah.
Before we get into anything else in Miami, I had to hit the hair because I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know who Julia's stylist is, but they gotta be fired.
Yeah.
This is not good looks.
I know who it is. She doesn't have one.
It's her. She's curling it. Oh,
yeah.
I think that looks good. It's Gertie. Remember when Gertie did Adriana's makeup? Like, I can get that scene in my head when she's like, Adriana, no, I can't help you with all that makeup. That was like a scene that I think was just so funny. All right, so let's talk about the cruise, the Virgin Cruise. I cannot believe they are on a cruise. They are sitting with the dirty masses, Jessica.
I know. How much did Richard Branson pay for the product placement? That is all to promote a Virgin Cruise.
That's such a good point. They are sitting in the community dining room.
I've never wanted to go on a cruise less than watching that entire.
It's so weird to me. I'm like, and they're not, and those cruises are not open. It's like that's like the table of the next person right there.
Oh yeah. No, atrocious. I mean,
I'm just so shocked at the entire cruise thing, and they're all like, "We had so much fun." I'm like, "Doing what?"
Yeah, that aerobics class.
Oh god, that Scarlet party. I thought they dressed up to be like that for the show. No, it was a cruise party.
It was the cruise theme. Yeah, the cruise set.
I don't know. Okay, so let's see. Lisa and Larsa. First of all, Lisa is trying to get Jody to marry her.
So awkward.
And Jody suggesting that she has to go to therapy. That was so weird.
I was like, this is showing... Didn't Larsa allude, like, you want it to look like this facade?
Yeah.
That everything with you and Jody is so good, but, like, she knows, like, they fight, they
have huge cracks, it sounds like.
Yeah.
I actually agree with Jody on this. I'm like, I would need to see Lisa without the drama, too.
Yeah.
Because Lisa's always somebody that has something going on.
And Lisa admitted, it's made me angry.
Yeah.
She's admitting, like, she now has, like, a temper from this.
Yeah.
But every scene with Jody, he gets weirder and weirder. The eyes and, like, the face. Has he had plastic surgery on his face?
It's, like, carved out of wood.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's like a marionette.
It was a bad carving. Oh my god, I remember him way more attractive when she first, maybe it was literally just Lenny and him compared, that it's like, okay, Jody's a lot better looking, but now the more I see Jody, the more creeped out I am by him.
I totally agree.
It's weird.
So Larsa and Lisa have made up and are oddly like best friends again, like holding hands. It's just oh god. Larsa is moved into that house, which feels like a cave. I don't know why we filmed there. The lights were, like, not on.
It was still under construction, and, like, Stephanie and Alexia are like, it's not done? Like, they were expecting movers had unpacked. I mean, Larsa spent every penny she had, I think, on it. They did say, like, 5-point-something million.
Yeah.
At least she truly owns it, unlike some others.
Well, she's got that boyfriend now, Jeff, right? Maybe he puts a little bit.
Is he an NBA guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ex-NBA.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. They get off the cruise, so things have kind of been made up. And Stephanie oddly goes after Marisol, which Marisol says it, and I'm so happy she actually like talks about it because it's the old money versus new money like situation.
She said it's tacky.
She's like, it's tacky, and Stephanie's like, I don't talk about money. It's like, but you do. Constantly.
Yeah. You don't talk about it outright. Like, I agree. Larsa was the one who said it costs her $40,000. obviously at some point Stephanie told Larsa that
That's
number.
the thing.
But the way she does it is always, oh, my Birkin, my this, my 10,000 square foot house. It's like, that's still tacky.
Yes.
Like, that's what she's not understanding.
And can I say to you, like, we've talked about this, but Stephanie's getting dragged on her outfits for having so much money. Like,
I've noticed it more now. I've been not liking what she's wearing.
Now that it's been said, it's like she's wearing business casual that's untailored. I've noticed this. It's like, she always has like a little bit of like a suit-like thing.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember in the 90s when we used to go to clubs in like actual corporate wear?
The 90s? We went to clubs in the 90s?
Well, college stuff.
Yes.
But the joke is always that we wore like...
We wore like a blazer,
That's kind of what she does.
Granted, it's like Gucci, but... Yeah.
But then it's also not tailored. And she cannot have a frump jacket on when she's that short.
She's really petite.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've diagnosed at this point. I feel good about my diagnosis.
Figured it out. All right.
Yeah. All right, so let's cut to the last episode, Art Basel. First of all, I'm pleasantly surprised we are doing Art Basel, the actual Art Basel, not a week before, not a week after, not some weird side event.
Yeah.
Housewife franchises are known to, like, we go to, like, New Orleans, but we go a month after Mardi Gras. You know, it's like we're close to the main event, but not
speaking of, can Salt Lake film during Sundance?
Right.
We always hear Sundance and how, like, much Lisa does, and we haven't, like, seen Sundance happening.
Yeah. And by the way, so we're at Art Basel, Adriana's event. Julia is now pushing the storyline about her daughters.
I mean, that's all she's got going.
But oddly, Martina was so weird during that.
Yeah.
Like Martina was not relinquishing, like, trying to be the peacekeeper amongst Julia and her daughter. She was kind of like harping on the fact that the daughters should have acted better.
And they need to, like, get over it, basically.
I'm like, is this the real Martina? How toxic.
Yeah.
No wonder Julia cheated on her with Captain Sandy.
Allegedly. She tried to, at least.
It's so odd. And then we cut back to Julia kind of like, you know, not knowing what school her daughter went to.
Oh, yeah. They were like, let's show how good of a mom she is.
Yeah. It kind of... I'm like, I would love if the daughters on to hear, like, what their take was, because it doesn't feel like Martina and Julia are, like... They feel very victim mode on this whole thing for the daughters, like, who have to be, like, you know...
Right. No, I don't even care about Julia's storyline. Like, I'm so over it.
Okay, so, let's see. A couple of other things. We're trying to make the birthday cake thing happen with Adriana. What's your take on that? Like, do you care?
I actually... Okay, I know Adriana hated the birthday thing. I actually think the math equation was funny to lessen the blow of writing 59 or whatever the age was.
I could not do that math quickly, so that was also another thing that I was very...
So I see Kiki's idea behind it. Like, I guess what would have been better in total was just happy birthday. I guess we didn't need an age, so maybe then her thought is like, why make it even more like something you look at, because it's this long equation.
Yeah.
But you know, like when people turn 40 and they're like, or, you know, you're 20 or you're 30th and you're like, my 21st plus 9.
Well,
like,
Karen Huger always does that.
Oh, what is it?
30 twice or something?
Yes,
like
yes.
60,
you're right.
Like
see, like
my double 30 or something?
Double 30, yeah, when she
Whatever
turned 60.
Said.
I know what you're talking about.
I just think, if you know Adriana, maybe you should have known that, so any talk of that would have been bad. Yeah. But then Adriana, and here's the culmination of this, then sits there and goes, you've called me a racist. And that's where we end the episode.
Where did that come from?
And then she uses that poor woman, Carol, as her, like, talking, like, black woman.
Yes.
Like, you're going to speak and tell everyone I'm not racist.
I know.
And I wanted to crawl under a rock. Like, how tone deaf.
Mm-hmm.
And that poor Carol who thought, and she's just like, you can tell she's sitting there frozen, because she's like, how am I on national TV right now?
And this is the position I'm being put in. Yeah. That was so awkward.
Kiki's like, I'm out. Did you see that? I think she got into an Amazon cart.
It looked like she asked an Amazon driver to just like, take her away.
I was like, did she actually? That's
I don't know if like she was talking to someone and then it's like she hopped a Uber or whatever. But yeah, I saw that too. And then Julia's like, she's gone.
The Rapture. Just kidding.
She's being delivered via Prime. I don't know. She's gone.
So what are your thoughts, Miami? We're close to a reunion on this, aren't we?
I think next week's this week, sorry, what is today? Wednesday? Tomorrow night, I think, is finale. Yeah. And then they just dropped reunion trailer. It looks pretty good. They're great at editing it, though. I mean, I thought the Valley reunion was going to be good, too.
Yeah, it was 3-part. I don't think we need 3 parts in Miami, but a lot of stuff did go down.
It will be.
But I just can't hear Alexia say, like, her talk about Todd again. You know, like, Adriana try and say, I said the word wretched, not ratchet. You know, I just can't hear the same thing, you know?
Didn't Adriana then just totally go back on that, where she's like, you're calling me a racist because I said ratchet? And I'm like, I thought we cleared this up.
I thought
you said wretched, so why would Kiki think, like, oh my god.
And then she's asking Carol, like, is ratchet a racist word?
No, Ooh. She literally went, Carol, am I a racist?
Oh, poor Carol. Poor Carol. I mean, that woman signed an NDA thinking, I'm going to get some airtime.
Yeah.
I'm a stylist. This will go well. And then she's put in that spot.
Yeah.
Anyway, Miami is Miami. I mean.
Yeah. It's better than the OC.
Oh, God. Truly.
It's not hard, but it's better than the OC. I'll tell you that much.
Jessica, you're up. What are the kids talking about these days?
Well, it's not what they're talking about, but it's what they're doing versus not doing. So Gen Z is spending significantly less time outdoors. Does that surprise you?
I was thinking about it, I'm like, yep, okay, got it.
The majority of time spent outdoors is commuting. And in my head I went, same, actually. Like, for the most part.
Like, did I get outside today?
Obviously a bit skewed. They do call out, like, city livers. Like, hello, how much outdoor time? Someone in Colorado, I'm sure, going hiking on the weekend. We have maybe a farmer's market to go to.
Right.
But the big reasons are dislike of being alone. So go with a buddy, I guess.
Sure.
To overcome that. But then I thought was really interesting, they said that our media consumption, like, this is, like, what's crazy to me of how easily we can be swayed and stuff. The things we watch, so when Yellowstone, the show, was really popular, people were spending more time outdoors.
Oh, interesting.
So if you watch nature and, like, beauty and stuff, like, if you, for whatever reason, love, like, National Geographic, you are then more likely to, like, in the near future, spend more time outside.
Oh my god.
So it's almost funny. Like the shows that are trending can, like, make us be outside more.
Oh my god. So funny. So we need a show that shows Gen Z outside.
Yeah. But it was just cracking me up, the commuting, and then, like, I don't want to be alone. It's like, I kind of love going for a solo walk. I did that today. It was nice. Down by the lake, took a nice walk by myself, put a podcast. I listened to Giggly Squad.
I was going to say, I thought you listened to ours.
Because I already listened.
Okay.
I needed... Giggly pumps them out. I mean, there's a new one every week.
Oh, God.
So
I
always have a Giggly Squad to listen to.
Anyway, Gen Z.
Yeah.
Get outside. That's all I can say. It's good for your mental health.
Fresh air.
Let's go to conspiracy theories. So, one conspiracy theory happened yesterday.
Oh, the Rapture. That didn't happen. Yeah.
Okay, so for those that didn't know, the Rapture was supposed to happen yesterday.
Yes.
There was a viral TikToker. It was a preacher in Africa named Joshua Michaela, and he started this.
Yeah.
He had a vision that Jesus came to him and said, I'm coming on September, what was yesterday, 24th?
My day's been so off, I believe so.
And basically what was going to happen is that the Christians would be pulled up to God. Similar to The Leftovers, I think, which... There seems to be a new, like, season coming out of that. No, not The Leftovers. No, it's just The Leftovers.
I was like, what?
New season of The Strangers coming out. It's a separate
Strangers.
show. Yeah. But, okay, so what is supposed to happen is the Christians disappeared, like, off the face of the planet.
Okay.
And then those that were left after yesterday were not part of the ones that went.
Shoot, we're still here.
And then what would happen is the devil would come, because we're now all living in purgatory.
Okay.
So I looked at my husband, and we talked about this, but we were all left over, so that's technically what's supposed to be happening.
So not a single person I know was part of this.
Well, I was going to say...
I was like, I think most of my people are still around.
The key person is your husband, who's actually quite religious.
Yeah.
And if he didn't go, then I think we're good that this didn't happen.
Yeah.
Although...
Have they interviewed the guy? I always wonder about the follow-up to the person who had the vision.
Who goes
Has he been interviewed, like, so, What do you have to say for yourself?
It's a big old whoops. I got the date
Did you get
wrong.
the numbers? Do you have, like, number dyslexia?
And then the other follow-up was supposed to be that actually aliens were going to come, not the devil.
Oh.
But the aliens were going to come yesterday. So those of us that were left, it was not the devil, but just aliens were supposed to come and get us.
Come and get us.
Yes. So happy to say we're still here, but that was conspiracy number 1.
Okay.
That was going viral.
Yeah.
Viral.
It's so weird, the stuff that takes off.
Right. And then there was, like, weird bros who were also, like, very seriously talking about it. It was not just, like, you know, the weirdo conspiracy theorists. Yeah. It was, like, the normal, like, routine shows, and they were, like with scientific precision talking about it. I was like, okay. So weird. Anyway, aliens are coming is also a big theme because in conspiracy theory number 2, you've heard me talk about this, but there's a comet called 3I Atlas, and it's been making the rounds on the webs. It's been made clear by NASA that it didn't originate in our system. It's this piece that's come from a different solar system. The nerds at NASA have confirmed that. So that's not part of the conspiracy. There's something out there that is heading towards the Earth that is not from the solar system, okay? Okay. That's fact. That's not a conspiracy.
Okay. Well,
so it was spotted first on July 1st. It was making its rounds towards Jupiter at that point. It's now getting closer to Earth. The closest it will get to Earth is on October 29th, so coming up.
Right before Halloween.
Yep. But it's going to go around the sun. And why that's significant of going around the sun is because it is some people think it's an alien like probe. They're probing us. They're like checking in on Earth. But when it gets the closest to Earth to like for us to like study it and figure out what it is, it's disappearing behind the sun.
So we can't see it.
So we can't see it. So that's one conspiracy theory. It's an alien probe that's come in. The other weird part about it is that it doesn't have the right composition of a comet. So it has too much CO2 relative to water. And usually the water...
How do we know that if we haven't been able to like...
Because the tail of the comet usually shows in one way, and you can kind of see what the tail should look like. This one has a very different structure of a tail.
Okay.
So some people think, you know, it's a relic of a spacecraft from an alien. Some people think it's an alien probe. Others think that it's a time capsule from another civilization. The weird part about this, and this is the only thing that has freaked me out, for those that know me, I've talked about this, because it has freaked me out, is that it's not conspiracy theorists who are coming up with these other theories. It's like the Harvard astronomer.
Oh. So you're like,
he's the one that said it's a relic of an alien spacecraft.
Oh.
So I'm like, ooh, that's a little more serious than just like the random influencer who's
picking up the story.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I have sent out frantic texts at this point to some of my friends going, do we know about this and is this happening?
What are you doing to prepare?
Yes.
I love that you can never talk about NASA without calling them nerds.
I call them nerds.
You always say the NASA nerds.
I say them for one reason only, and it's very near and dear to my heart with my husband, because nerds say things very factually. So there's no salaciousness to it.
Yeah.
When they talked about that the asteroid, which is supposed to hit Earth, they're supposed to be monitoring it, and they've said very factually, we've missed the point of blowing up that asteroid. It is heading towards Earth. They say things very, factually.
They never last on Bravo.
No.
They're way too factual.
No, and so they are they have said very factually, yes, this thing is from a different solar system, and it has weird characteristics about it. Yes, the tail doesn't seem right. And my husband is very much like that, where he's very kind of nerdy in that way.
Yeah.
He states the facts and only the facts. So I say nerds very respectfully, but they are not creating anything.
You say it lovingly. I do.
They do not create anything outside of their facts.
Right.
So when the nerds are saying it's weird, it is weird.
Okay.
So October 29th.
Should we record our pod that day? Someone's
going to go tell the pastor in Africa that should have been
actually he got his months just a little off.
Whoopsie. Yeah. Let me say it again. It's actually October 29th. Yeah. So anyway, Jessica, those are the conspiracy theories. Ooh. The world's always ending.
Yeah.
But not us. We'll always be here. So come back and listen. Just kidding. I'm not going to make that into a branding. Okay, Jessica. Good talking to you as always.
You too, Lauren.
Bye.